in Tamworth, and here to promote the Standardbred section of it. I've been catching up with quite a few of the participants that I suppose are partaking in it. Morgan Webb, firstly, welcome to Campbell's Comments, mate, and I suppose you're a little bit of an outsider of this Standardbred section, but you played a major part last night.
Yeah, just give Emma a hand in the freestyle section. Yep, try and get it done.
I don't know if I'm able to, hopefully I'm able to get the footage of it last night, but it was freestyle last night, which was basically open slabber for what you could do. There was a fair bit of banter before the freestyle about what a few guys had planned, and there was a bit of trash talk from a few of the people, but you and Em had to put your mind together to try and do something upstage them all, and I will say, I think if they are marking winners, you and Em won hands down last night.
Oh, that's good. We are actually sort of scratching our heads trying to find something entertaining for him to do, and she tried every trick known to mankind, and you know the situation there last night probably didn't suit a lot of those sort of tricks, so we tried to play to the horse's strength of he's dead quiet and he's as honest and he does the same thing every day, you know, and so we just did something that let him use himself as a quiet horse to show it off that, you know, anyone could ride the horse, do what you want with him, you know, he's good like that, he's quiet as a lamb, yeah.
How are you finding it? Like, I mean, you know, Em's been doing all the work, but you guys work together. I got blown away. I saw it in Em the other day about how many horses, like 30 plus horses here, let alone him working home. How have you found the whole experience working with St. Brendan?
Oh no, he's easy as pie, yeah. He just runs in the paddock beside the house there, you slip down the buggy and catch him out of the nose bag, he meets you at the gate, yeah, no, he's the easiest. Of the 30, he's definitely not the hardest work.
And have you enjoyed, like, trying to transition to Standardbred? Like, it's just something, by the sounds, it doesn't seem like it's been hard for you at all.
Well, I've only rode him once, used him as a turnback horse there one day for Em when she was running out of daylight, but he surprised us, his willingness to chase a cow, work a cow, and he's just, you know, he's not the same as these other horses, but he's very surprising how he's so adaptable because they've been exposed to so much. Nothing really blows their mind, you know. He just flows, goes with the flow.
He's a funny horse because he's sensationally bred for a lot of the camp drafters watching. He's one of the better bred horses actually in the draft, but didn't win a race, and it's a bit of an anomaly with him. But he's a fair chance of winning this section first up, I think.
Well, yeah, and I, if I had to put money on it, I'd say he's a very strong contender in the actual camp draft section. Emma's extremely competitive, and she has been chasing the bison and working the water buffalo and chasing me on other horses up the paddock. So he is, when she comes out that cutout yard, he is going to sign on, so he could put one round. She
snuck out to one of the open sections of the draft Monday night, I think it was. I was able to catch a photo. I was like, that horse is pacing. And then I looked and I thought, that's Em. She snuck him out there. And, geez, he looked apart, though. And like you say about turn back, he turns on a dime out there. It didn't seem to worry him one bit.
Yeah, compared to a few of the other ones, he sort of looked to me like he probably has a lot more natural ability than some of them. You know, he's a lot neater in his stop and turn around with his front legs, and pacers have trouble keeping collected in the front legs, and he turned around good. So that was, yeah, she turned back out in the arena there and she come back smiling and saying, well, he's going better than some of his sale horses, so that's a good thing.
She's going to walk across in front of the camera. That'll be pretty cool. For a lot of the harness people that are watching this, yourself and Em, you've got a huge draft of horses here to put through this. It is big business, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's pretty full on. We got a lot of people and friends that help us, and that makes a difference.
You've got heaps of people, and there's Em just taking the whole spotlight, but that's okay. I did say she could walk past. I'm okay that.
She's like that.
She's like that. Now, the boys are saying I'm allowed to throw a little bit of cheek. They said that you finally got down on the knee and proposed. Is there any truth in the matter?
Yeah, no, true story.
You got down on a knee?
Yeah, I got down on one knee. I didn't give her both knees, one knee.
Was it very romantic?
About as romantic as I get, yeah.
I got worded up. They said, be careful throwing a little bit of cheek at him because he'll come back. You went a bit shy on that. Is it because Em's on the other side of us and might throw a stirrup at you?
Oh, no, you know, I'm just like that quiet and reserved sort of a person.
There's a few people joking at it. What about for you, competition-wise? How's this week been for you?
It's been pretty good, mate. Yeah, I haven't had a bad week at all. I got second in the challenge on a horse I've had all year, and then I got second in the Masters and won the cutout, which is good. I've got my open final tonight. I've got two in that, and both of them are quite strong horses, which I'm looking forward to. And then I've got one in the Classic tomorrow night. So, yeah, I have had a good week. I can't complain at all. Sort of all my horses have made a final or done something in competition horses, and, yeah, you know, you could always be winning everything, but it's good to be in the finals.
The competition's so hard. Like, I mean, I sit there and I'm a novice at watching it, but every time I watch it more and more, I'm just like, wow. And you can see the competition's just, they're good horses, aren't they? Especially that Stallion section last night. There was some cracking one-lookers and then performers.
Yeah, that's right. They had beautiful cattle. The Frisian cattle really helped them fellas and ladies show them stallions off, which I think is a credit to the Nutrien team. Other years they've had quite tough cattle, and you know it's a good horse, and he goes in there and doesn't really get a chance to show himself off. But there last night, the good horses, they stood up.
Yeah, they did indeed. You got quite a few to sell. So the business end's about to hot up about lunchtime today. The sales starts, and it's all system go. How many are you putting through the sales between yourself and them?
We've got 19 sale horses between us. Em's got 10, I've got 9, so it'll be pretty full on the next few days, but every time you sell one, that's one less one to ride the next day, isn't it?
Do you buy?
We have bought several times, yeah. I'm not sure this year. We're looking at a couple, but I've got a feeling the market's going to be very, very strong this year, so we might be outbid it.
The tempo changes a little bit. Like I've come here and been here since Monday, and pretty much horsemen walking around Monday, Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. We've got a few other. I suppose they're still cowboys. They still have the hats. I haven't bloody collected my hat back this morning. I've got to get it back, but they've got the hats on and all the rest. But you can just see there's a little bit more money, I suppose, floating around. The tempo, the mood has changed a bit here.
Yeah, that's right. You see a lot of people walking around with books staring at the horses' numbers, don't you?
Yep. Yeah. And they've got the bride in tow.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're generally the chief of finances, so they've got to come.
You'll have to put up with that soon. You did say there before you got 9, M's got 10. So does that mean this time next year we'll say we've got 19?
No, she can have 10 and I'll have 9 next year too. We'll keep them separate.
You'll keep them separate. Mate, all I can say, Morgs, is thank you very much. Last night, that entertainment, I want everyone to go and watch it, but I think what you and Em and everyone else has been able to do with these Standardbreds is just showcase them in such a different light. I think well done to you guys. And you might have thought you only played a small part, but the reaction we had, as I said, a good mate of mine in New Zealand, he watched it. He's been talking to me this morning. He just said it's just sensational, and I think well done to you guys for thinking outside the square, but just showcasing what a beautiful animal they are, and they can actually be very, very adaptable.
Yeah, no worries.